let's now pivot because we were talking about yesterday. And what else did we have yesterday? We had America's #1 religion of Super Bowl. That was yesterday. And what did I post on Twitter here? You could see we have that Cleese guy, all right? We got that witch-loving Cleese guy throwing up the 666 with that hand sign. But I posted this. I said, after promoting the jab, all right, he's sponsored by Fizer. I said, Satan gives this witch lover, because he's dating that witch Taylor Swift, he gives this man a literal temporal shiny toy. And like the scripture says, verily I say unto you, these sellouts, they are satanic sellouts to the God of this world, promoting his mystery of iniquity agenda. And it says, verily I say unto you, these sellouts, have their reward. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, like this corruptible Vince Lombardi trophy. But the believer, it says, but we in incorruptible. Again, if you don't know that the Super Bowl is rigged, you should look into that. There's a lot of gematria people that make a living showing you how sports is rigged with the devil's mystery of iniquity. But here, I can clearly prove to you that these people are some puppets. Look at this guy from the Kansas City Chiefs promoting the jab. And here goes Taylor Swift with those cobras, because the jab, just the bioweapon, was really what I like to call the snake jab with cobra toxin in it. Or, like Eminem says. And again, you know, Taylor Swift, you should know she's a witch. But, you know, she has other songs that have to do with the pink venom, all right? She has a song where she says, and now we got bad blood. And she has another song that says, what did she say? Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Oh, man, this woman has a lot of wrath that she's storing up against the day of wrath. But I also now wanted to pivot to show you how the Super Bowl is over here promoting Satanism. Just they're promoting it with Taylor Swift, that witch. Here goes Taylor. This is the official account from the NFL on Twitter. And you see, one of her friends is called Ice Spice or something. I don't even know this woman. But all I can see here is she's throwing up the devil horns with an inverted cross, a satanic inverted cross on her. And here she is hanging out with her friends, her besties, or I should say her fellow witches. And again, man, Super Bowl. Listen, there is no new thing under the sun. Look at this meme right here. Give them bread and circus, and they will never revolt. Amen to that. No new thing under the sun. The Roman Empire, oh, they know how to do that bread and circus thing. All right. They've been doing it for quite some time, since the Colosseum, man. And we got another reminder from the Jesuits, all right, that they're the ones that are scripting these things. Here we have a news article from Newsweek that highlighted a tweet from the official account from Jesuit Joe Biden. Look at what it says here. Joe Biden's Super Bowl reaction leaves people stunned. And again, I wanted to remind you, from Sunday, December 17th, that is the birthday of the Jesuit Pope, to Sunday, February 11th of the Super Bowl was 56 days. And here you have Jesuit Joe Biden, who loves the Jesuit Pope. He tweeted this after the game finished. After the Chiefs won, this is what he tweeted, or one of his people. It says, just like we drew it up. And on the alternate tag, it said, Dark Brandon. And this is what he put, man. They are so bold to tell you. The Jesuits are telling you, this is how we drew it up. This is how we drew it up, y'all. By the mystery of iniquity with these riddles and scripts that they do. But again, I did want to prove some things here. All right, in the Super Bowl, you had 47 total points when you combined the two teams. Well, Vatican equals 47 with gematria, like iniquity for the devil's mystery of iniquity. And notice, when Joe Biden says, just like we drew it up, well, the we Jesuit Joe speaks of is the Society of Jesus, which equals 56. And we were on day 56 of the Pope's birth. And notice, Another thing that they like to say with Joe Biden is, let's go, Brandon. And here he goes as Dark Brandon. But let's go, Brandon also equals 56. The Jesuits are clowning, man. They're clowning. All right. Wolf equals 56. Don't forget, they're the wolves of Loyola. And chiefly, Satan is in the Word of God 56 times. Do you get it? Do you get it, sleepyhead? And with that said, I also want to show you a clip of Joe Biden telling you. They asked him the question, did you devise this win? Did you script this? And he said, well, I would get in trouble if I told you. Check it out.
Chiefs or Niners?
Two great quarterbacks, hard to decide. But if I didn't say I was for the Eagles, then I'd be sleeping alone. My wife's a Philly girl.
Game or commercials?
Game.
Game or halftime show?
Game.
Jason Kelsey or Travis Kelsey?
Mama Kelsey. I understand she makes great chocolate chip cookies.
Deviously plotting to rig the season so the Chiefs would make the Super Bowl, or the Chiefs just being a good football team?
I'd get in trouble if I told you.
You know, let's hear that again at the end.
Trouble if I told you.
Chiefs just being a good to make the Super Bowl, plotting to rig the deviously.
Now, notice what they ask him. You know, did you plot the Chiefs to win? And he's like, I would get in trouble if I told you so.
Plotting to rig the season so the Chiefs would make the Super Bowl, or the Chiefs just being a good football team?
I'd get in trouble if I told you.
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Jesuits. Let's go, Jesuits. Man, clowning. But I did want to now pivot to another thing that really caught my attention in the Super Bowl, and that was this. At the Super Bowl halftime show, all right, of course, it might have been, you know, satanic on a very subtle level, but this wasn't that subtle, okay? This was not subtle. In the halftime show, we had a music artist, which is another satanic sellout. All throughout his career, he would wear the dragon all over. Okay, he had a shirt with the dragon, a jacket with the dragon. He's another satanic sellout. His name is Usher. And the way I see it is Usher was at the halftime show ushering in the end of the world. All right, because we're almost there when the beast does it. And in Matthew 16, I want to read to you. It says, O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? One of the things that I have looping here is his performance from the halftime show, where you see a clock that hits the number 7, because we're about to hit the 70th week of Israel, which is the end of the world. It hits the number 7 on the hour, but on the clock face there, all right? So it hits 7, and then everything starts to burn up. Everything starts to burn up. And he even turns to the crowd while there's flames saying, farewell, everybody. All right, farewell. Listen, man, when you have eyes to see, you know why the heck you're seeing that. All right? We are running out of time, and soon the final countdown will begin, where the Lord comes back in flaming fire and burns it all up. You see that? Look at that, man. Wake up, man. There goes Usher. Ushering in the end, the countdown, the final countdown, like I like to say.
It's the final countdown.
Man. Excuse me for a moment, I had to get some water, but I also wanted to show you that with the practice of gematria, of taking letters to numbers, he likes to use the letter U for Usher. But what does U equal? Well, 56 with the satanic cipher. And also, just like the end equals 56. Usher is ushering in the end. And he's trying to let us know time is running out. We're about to hit the 70th week, which is the end of the world. And also, U, like Usher starts with, U equals 47. Just like the amount of points that were in total with the Super Bowl. Another thing that I wanted to highlight from the Super Bowl is how we got to see a lot of stuff from Fizer. In the intermissions, we also saw Fizer's logo right next to the pyramid from Luxor in Las Vegas, Nevada. Man, there goes that pyramid with the all-seeing eye lit up on top. That's what they're working for. The left eye of the idol shepherd that's on our dollar bill, which is the left eye of Mohammed bin Salman for Judas, the 8th king that's going to enter MBS by the middle. But what have I also told you? Since Operation Warp Speed, we are on Event 201 to the kingdom of the beast. And Fizer, oh, they really helped trying to get us there. And with that being said, let's take a look at the commercial that they aired, which remember, these commercials are not cheap. And here we had a commercial with the title on YouTube being the following. It says, Fizer Big Game Commercial 2024, Here's to Science. And remember what Timothy said. In the book of Timothy, Paul told us that there is science, falsely so-called, and that's what we've been living with Operation Warp Speed, that Fizer has helped out tremendously with, especially with jabbing the world up with a bioweapon. All right? Either way, let's take a look at this commercial from Fizer. See if you notice anything. Notice that they're going to talk about cancer. And when I tell you the jab has cobra toxin in it, remember, on a special that we did only on Rumble, I wanted to remind you that venom can produce cancer in the body. That's why there's a bunch of cancer popping off right now, because of the jab that had cobra toxin in it. Check it out.
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive. Don't stop me now. Don't stop me. 'Cause I'm having a good time. Having a good time. You shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the law. Oh, oh. Supersonic woman of you. Don't want to stop at all.
And notice how they use a song from Queen. Just like the same group that talked about Beelzebub got a devil put aside for me, for me. They should have used that song with this. But you also got to see Kathleen Carrico, which is the mother of the mRNA technology that was derived from serpent venom. Again, I did not find a coincidence that that title that they used on YouTube equals 201, because we are living Event 201. And notice how the devil does it by the numbers with his mystery of iniquity. In 2020, it was a leap year where the 49ers were against the Chiefs, and it was Trump versus Biden, and we got COVID. Well, it is deja vu, y'all. In 2024, what do we got? A leap year, 49ers versus the Chiefs, Trump versus Biden, and we got Disease X coming, especially when America's about to get a big fat X from the last two solar eclipse coming up on April 8th. And from today to the solar eclipse coming up on April 8th is 56 days, all right? And here goes Tedros at the World Government Summit. Let me tell you, this place right here in the Middle East, they have a summit right now going on that started today called World Governments Summit, plural. But before, they used to be called World Government Singular Summit, because the beast is going to have a one world government by the middle of the tribulation. So I think they started seeing certain people mention that, and that's why they changed their name, all right? They used to be World Government Singular. Now it's governments, all right? They don't want to seem so obvious at this point. But here we have, speaking of Disease X, we have that satanic sellout from the World Health Organization with the serpent on a staff over the world. Remember what the World Health Organization logo is. It's a snake, man. That's that old serpent, the devil. And it says here that the Director General of the WHO, all right, like who are they to tell us what to do with our body? Look at this. The next pandemic could arise from influenza, a new coronavirus, or an unknown pathogen. We must remain vigilant and proactive in our efforts to safeguard global health. Yeah, we're going global for the kingdom of the beast coming up. And again, who's the beast? Mohammed bin Salman with that big fat X over his chest. And they're talking about Disease X. And listen, we got a big fat X coming up with the last two solar eclipses over America. And the middle is in Cairo, Illinois. All right. Oh, man, the mystery of iniquity is wild right now. All right, there goes that total solar eclipse with the stellar corona. There goes the stellar corona. Hint, hint, coronavirus. And like I said, from today to the eclipse coming up is 56 days. Man, oh man. We got some stuff coming. And I have tried to encapsulate it in a new teaser for the upcoming film that I'm going to be working on. Like I said to my fellow brothers recently, I want to finish this before the eclipse, where this is going to be a film showing us how we're going to potentially get to the mark of the beast. Because by the middle of the tribulation, the mark of the beast is going to come to pass for the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And one of the ways that can happen is with a zombie apocalypse. And I'm not talking about any old zombies from the grave. I'm talking about Rwanda genocide style, when they have something in them that is auto-assembling that then gets activated by the 5G towers coming up. All right. I try to encapsulate that here with this teaser that uses a song from June 2020 called Parasite Eve from a satanic band called Bring the Horizon. That is the Horus rising sun god that they're talking about. And in this song, which came out before December 2020, when the jab was released, they, in this song, are showing us about the satanic conspiracy that we lived through Operation Warp Speed. So, with that being said, let me show you that teaser again of Corona Rage, our upcoming film. And if you're not subscribed to our newsletter, go to beingjustified.com to subscribe so you can get updates as to when this is coming out. Check it out.
This one's for coronavirus.
I got a fever, don't breathe on me. I'm a believer in nobody won't let me leave cause I've seen something. Hope I don't sneeze, I don't. Really, we just need to feel something. Only pretending to feel something. I know you're dying to run. I wanna turn you around.
Please remain calm. The end has arrived. We cannot save you. Enjoy the ride. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Don't call it a warning. This is a war.
It's a parasite. Got a feeling it's coming cause you know that it's coming for you. With your flowers and grief. Don't forget what I told you. When we forget the infection, will we remember the lesson? It's the suspense that they kill you. Something else will. Move. Signal, put your pins in the needles. Quarantine all of those secrets in that black hole you call a brain before it's too late. Really, we just wanna scream something. Only pretend to believe something. I know you're baying for blood. I wanna turn you around. Please remain calm. The end has arrived. We cannot save you. Enjoy the ride. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Don't call it a warning. This is a war.
We cannot save you. We cannot save you. We cannot save you. We cannot save you.
Remember what the Jesuits told us about the jab, that it was a confirmation of their mission, and
if we don't change after this, the next one will be worse.
The next one is coming from the 72% of the world that got deceived to receive a bioweapon. And notice what else we saw at the World Governments Summit today. And I don't like to see this guy, man, because every time I see the Rwandan leader, I think about the Rwandan genocide, where they most likely tested this out with the jab with Operation Crimson Mist, where in under 100 days, over or close to 1 million people died when they all started raging. Listen, they most likely tested the jab. We're probably going to get a worldwide global Rwanda genocide coming up when they unleash and activate those people that got the jab, all right? They have something growing in them that is connecting them to the cloud, most likely. I mean, it's crazy, man. This is auto-assembly nanotechnology that is growing in people. That's what they got. That's what they got. Notice in the song, they said, put chips and pins in the needle, right? You wouldn't know what the heck they're talking about unless you now know about the auto-assembling technology stuff. But look at what the leader of Rwanda just said as a big slap in your face about what's coming. Lessons not learned from historic genocides like the Rwanda genocide amid Gaza conflict, says Rwandan leader. This is Paul Kagame. This bastard has a lot of wrath, all right, that he's storing up against the day of wrath because he looks to be a stinking Jesuit serving Rome and has helped kill millions because of what looks to be a place where the Jesuits tested out the technology that they then gave out to the world with the jab. All right, they probably tested it out in Rwanda. But I now want to show you a brand new T-Mobile commercial that shows us how people might be getting controlled by the 5G pretty soon with a very subtle commercial with some satanic sellouts from Hollywood. And shout out to my sister, my double sister in the flesh and also in the faith. She's the one that spotted this and sent this my way. She said, hey, bro, check out this commercial where they're getting controlled by the 5G. And I have done an edit to really help highlight that for you guys. Check it out. Look at how 5G is rubbed over this person's body, and then he controls this other person coming up. Psh, this is crazy what we have coming up, y'all.
Switched to T-Mobile, home internet with 5G. Home internet with 5G. Home internet with 5G. Just plug it in and you'll see what I'm feeling.
What a feeling that 5G might be pretty soon to a lot of people that got some auto-assembly nanotechnology in them, all right? When they get controlled by this stuff. This might seem far-fetched, but when it starts popping off and we potentially have to fend off some raging zombies, remember the Jesuits got us here, those freaking bastards. All right.